What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today is going to be a very quick short video. I just wanted to introduce you a new family member in my studio today. It's a mini Launchpad. So I got this late last week and I just wanted to do like a quick little review on it and kind of play around with it and show you what I've learned so far. I've had it for about half a week and I'm just totally obsessed with it because it's just easy to use when finger drumming and playing keys. It's basically pretty much exactly like a MIDI keyboard, except of course there's just a bunch of pads that you use. And because I have Ableton, you can actually control Ableton with this. It just makes everything a lot easier. So I'm just gonna jump straight into the video and show you what I learned in the half week that I've had this Launchpad Mini. The original box it came in, and just to show you the full name, it is a Launchpad Mini and it's the MK3, and it costs about $100, so it's a pretty good deal. And I think right now it's having a sale, so it's $100 after the sale. So when you first open the box, it kind of tells you how to set it up. You connect your Launchpad to your computer, and when you register your Launchpad, you just visit this website right here and you type in the code that is in the back of the box. So I got a few impressions when I first opened it. It is smaller than I expected, but I got the mini, so I couldn't really complain about it. The first thing I noticed about it is there's different modes on the Launchpad that you can use. So at the top of the Launchpad, there's 4 modes. There's user, there's keys, there's drums, and there's sessions. And all this is pretty self-explanatory. The user is where you can custom make your own patterns and cool light effects. So just to compare to my Akai MPK Mini, the keys are basically just like as if you're playing actual keys, and the drums is as if you're using the pads up here. So again, the functions of it is acting like a MIDI keyboard. It does pretty much the same thing, except of course there's no keyboard and it's just all pads. So if you're familiar with the pads on any MIDI keyboard, you should be familiar with this. It can activate samples, it can play notes, and it can activate drum samples. So now I'm going to go into Ableton and show you what I've learned within the past few days that I've had this Launchpad Mini. Alright, we are in Ableton and you can see that I have Serum pulled up and I have a sound loaded, and I am on the keys feature right now. I had to focus a lot here or else the buttons would be too bright and all blendy for you to see, but you can see here that I am in keys mode, and whenever I play any note that is lighted, so you can see the notes correspond just as if it's like a MIDI keyboard. So now you can see that I'm actually playing the notes. That's pretty cool. So what I learned about this is it's actually the entire keyboard. You can see here one row is filled and the other has some gaps in it. The next row is filled and the next one has some gaps in it. What I learned is everything down here are the white keys and these are the black keys. So you can see here you have C, D, and E, and up here you have C sharp and D sharp, and you have G, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, and C. But this C right here, it corresponds with this one. When I press this one will turn green and this one will turn green because they're the exact same note. And same with this up here. So now that you know what the bottom notes are, it's basically the same thing duplicated 4 times. So it's one row here, this is up an octave, this is up 2 octaves, and this is up 3 octaves. And this is pretty much the entire keyboard on just this Launchpad, which is pretty cool because on the MIDI keyboards, you kind of have to press up and down the octaves, but for the Launchpad, you have everything here very accessible to you. And it does take a little while to play it because I kind of get lost because of all these lights and there's no clear notes, and I'm used to playing piano, so it's kind of hard getting used to it at first, but after a while you get used to it. Back in Ableton, and this time I want to show you the drum feature. Again, you can see the drum feature that's highlighted, and you can see the layout is different. So instead of having it like a keyboard, you see 4 different quadrants, and these quadrants corresponds to the drum rack that you have in Ableton, and you can find exactly where the sample is activated. So if I press this right here, you can see that yellow square that's highlighted on the drum rack. So all I do is I hold it down and I will go to it, and it is playing the note of D3. And if you are an Ableton user, you would drag a sample in there, and when you play this, it would activate the samples. So I'm gonna go do that and show you exactly what it's doing. Now when you press that D3, it activates the clap. And you can do the same thing with any of these right here. So as long as you're pressing somewhere on this Launchpad, of course it's going to be highlighted, and it will tell you where exactly to drop in the sample. If I wanted to go into a different quadrant, like say the blue one, you can see that yellow square pops up again, and all I need to do is go to it, and you can see it's right here. So that's pretty much all I've learned with this Launchpad so far. Again, I've only had it for a few days, so still very new to all the finger drumming and all the capabilities this powerful device can do. But one thing I do want to say is I absolutely love it. I've been using it to record some of my content because of all the lights, and it looks really cool. So I want to do a quick video on just kind of documenting my process of learning this new device, because as music producers, whenever I get a new piece of equipment or new speakers or whatever, I feel like a kid just at a candy store, and I'm just like spoiled with all of this candy, and I'm just feeling super excited to just eat all of it. But when it comes to music, I'm just super excited to just dive in and just explore and experiment with everything that I can, and just staying curious and always learning. So that is pretty much it for this video. The next video I will be making a beat with the Launchpad, because I made a few beats with it before, but that'll be in the next video. So before we end today's video, I just want to give a quick shout out to my girlfriend for buying this for me, and I'm super grateful. This is like my new toy that I'm just obsessed over. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and I love your gift. So I hope you enjoyed today's video of me reviewing, or I guess unboxing, my Launchpad that I just got. So make sure you give it 2 thumbs up and comment down below what you have in your studio. I would love to see your equipment, and I want to learn more about all the equipment there is in this producer niche, because there's an infinite amount of equipment I've seen in other producer studios, and it's just so fascinating to see the aesthetics of everything light up and just have it a certain theme or a certain color. It's just super fascinating to me. So comment down below what you have in your studio, and I'll definitely check it out. With that being said, I'll leave you with one last reminder. Today's your day, only if you make it. Have a good one.